Today I'm going to talk about other ways to meet women. Let's say you have dating apps and you want to find other ways to meet women besides dating apps. I don't always meet women on dating apps, and I also think it's good to have many different ways to meet people. The first step that you're going to take to meet other women is you're going to go to Eventbrite. If you got a phone, which you probably all have a phone, just download the Eventbrite on your phone. Basically, this looks at events, places that require tickets, all kinds of stuff in your area. I'm on the website right now, so this is not my phone, but let's just go back. Yeah, you search events, and so I'm in Columbia, so I'm gonna search one in my city. Also, you could just do this if you want to travel to a nearby city. Use Eventbrite to search for something that's in another city. That's if you want to explore a little bit, you could do that. So automatically, as soon as I come up here, I see that there's a Black History Month event, poetry performance, side chat, but that says Wednesday. So this will give me something to plan for in the middle of the week. What I would do says mobile e-ticket. Yeah, you just plan this in advance. Say if you were interested in this, I would plan to do this Wednesday, and then you got basically like 3 days where you can find a plus one to go with you. So this would be something I put on the back burner, like put it on your calendar, because you really got to plan. You don't realize that even with your own social life, you probably don't plan anything. You don't have any schedule for what you're going to do certain days, certain times. And that's actually going to be a hindrance for you, even when you do meet a woman, because I should make a whole video talk about this, but even when you get a woman, you got to realize if you can't plan stuff, already have things figured out in your head, the woman's going to get bored anyway, and she's gonna get tired of. She's gonna try to plan stuff for y'all, but she's gonna be mad that she's planning it for y'all. So you gotta have this down pat for yourself before you even meet a woman. So that's why I talk about doing all this before you even meet a person. Have your life planned out what you're gonna do, and then you don't even have to think of a date when you do meet a woman. Like on the spot, you could just meet a woman anywhere and say, "Hey, you're really cool. I've got this poetry thing I'm going to on Wednesday. Do you want to come?" You see, that's a big difference versus you meet a girl and you're like, oh, shoot, where am I going to take her? I'm trying to impress her. You ain't got to try to impress her if normally your life evolves around you just doing things you like. And then you say, hey, I'm doing this. Do you want to come? So I would say if I was planning something, I would say I'll keep this on the back burner. Okay, Wednesday, I might check this out. Boom, already got that scheduled as a possible date. And then keep it like this. Keep in mind, when you're planning out these dates, when you're planning this out, this isn't also just for dates too. This is for you need to actually have some type of social life, or you're going to be boring when the woman gets with you anyway. So think about that. You need your own social life. So first, that's the real reason why you're doing this. You need to build your own social life, because most women are not going to want to sit at the house with you and do whatever you do at the house. Sometimes there are going to be days like that, but also she's going to want to see other sides of you and see what else that you can bring to her life. Women are in it to get experiences, whether you like it or not. So you got to give them experience. They don't care about just being in love with you sitting at home all day. Even though you would probably like them to relax with you, they don't really want to do that a lot. They want to do it sometimes. So you got to mix it up a little bit. And so in order to do that, you got to become a more interesting person. You got to have things you're doing. You got to be somebody that's able to push things forward as far as, hey, I'm trying this today or whatever. And you can see this Black History thing, it says it's free. So now you can go to a free event. You see what I'm saying? It's not all about money either. If you just bring something interesting to somebody else's life, a lot of times it doesn't even matter if it costs money or not, but you still need to be willing to spend money. So when you're looking up these dates, be willing to spend money, or don't try to go on dates. But also you can find free things. So that would be one. I don't know what this is. Love, Sex, and Sensuality Summit. Let's take a look at this. This is interesting. Tune in for electrifying discussion. Get ready to ignite your. So this organized by Fempreneur International. This is interesting. This definitely looks like this is something for women. Let's see. This is free. Man, I would say why not? Why not just sign up for it and see what the hell happens is what I would say with this. Because obviously women are going to be in here and women are going to be thinking about love, sex, and sensuality. And you probably want a woman that's thinking about that, to be honest. So that you got to plan that, put that on your calendar. So that's why I teach you. You got to put stuff on your calendar. Use your phone the right way. You can't just be going spontaneous with everything. If you got a schedule, you're busy, you got to use your calendar. That's the only way I could keep up with what's going on at what time. Actually have a calendar. And then even when you meet women, you let them know what openings you have on your calendar. And that way they see that you're just not available for them all the time, because that turns a woman off. If you just like, you got your whole weekend open. Like if a woman ever asks you what you're doing this weekend and you say nothing, you just lost. And you're saying nothing because you want to spend time with her. Don't ever say nothing. You'll say, just lie at least. Act like you got something going. You ain't even got to say nothing specific. You'll say, I got a few things I need to do. And then you'll ask them why and let them say they want to spend time with you. But never say you're doing nothing, because that's not exciting to women. They don't want to hang around you doing nothing. So give them one thing you're doing at least. If you're going to do something, say, hey, I'm actually going to, even if it's something chill. Hey, I'm just going down to the market on Saturday, pick out some fruits and vegetables, probably find a new photo to hang up in my living room. Would you like to come? You got to have something, man. And this, you can go to stuff that's free. This is free. This is the second thing I found on here, and that's free. So let's go back. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna keep looking and see if we can find anything else here real quick. I'm not gonna hold you up. That's the entrepreneur event. So you got Eventbrite. That's one. We're gonna get off of Eventbrite. The other thing you could do, what's another name? Oh, I think it's called All Events. You can use All Events. Same thing. And so it's got my location in here. What are you looking for? All women love food and drinks. So if you wanted to find something interesting for food and drinks, I don't know what that is, but let's go back. But anyways, you can see they got different types of meetups, parties, exhibitions, popular events. Let's select the date today. So nothing there today. Today is the 25th. Yeah. Oh, that's an ad. Pinball launch party. Let me see what this says. So you got to look into this stuff. And this is only if you already haven't built up. Think about this. If you already built up your life and your hobbies, you don't always have to look up stuff. Sometimes you will get consistent enough hobbies where you already planned out what you're doing because you know what you like already. This is more so if you're trying to explore and try something new, or if you already don't have something set up. So yeah, this is just like a pinball thing. So this is something new. If you say, hey, I always wanted to try out pinball, go to a pinball bar or a tournament and see what it's like, this gives you an opportunity. You might find something in your area you never knew existed. So this is something cool too. I've actually gone to a random pinball tournament before and really liked it, even though I wasn't good at pinball. And it was really fun. Spent like half a day looking at people play pinball and meeting other people. So this is stuff that's cool right here. I mean, I don't know if you think it's cool, but I'm just showing you different ideas so that way you don't have to think that hard. Like if you have any issues thinking about stuff, and that was cheap too. So look, everything's not a lot of money. This is what somebody wants to register for a tournament. It says $6, I would think, to enter the tournament. Or you could just go up there and learn about the atmosphere and the people, chill. They got a spring market and community fair. It's all kind of stuff. So this would be where I would start. Also, if you have Facebook, I don't have Facebook. You could just search the events on Facebook. It's literally the same thing, but they're going to give you access to different stuff. So those are the main three apps. Is one, you can use Eventbrite. Two, you can use All Events if that your city, people in your city or event planners use that. You could also use Facebook. They got an events tab. Four is just find places that already include your certain hobbies. So if you already know what your hobbies are, just find more places where people are doing your hobbies and go there. Even if it's somewhere just is chill. Like say for instance, I used to play like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering and stuff like that. So I could just randomly pop up at like a card shop in town, and I just hang out there and see what people are doing, talk to people, watch them play, be interested. So you got to become social. I would say the main thing, even if you consider yourself an introvert, that's fine. Some women like introverted guys, but you still have to know how to talk to a woman. You want to talk to a woman to still get them, even when you're an introvert. So you still got to have some social skills. That's why you see there are certain guys that we see their social skills are really bad. We automatically make a joke and assume, well, I can tell that guy doesn't have a girlfriend. That's because even if you are an introvert, you still got to be somewhat social. So that's the thing you're gonna have to get over social anxiety a little bit. You got to get past it, and the only way you could do it is you're gonna have to talk to more women, put yourself in front of more women. Also, lower the pressure of trying to impress her. That messes you up a lot. It's best to just talk to them like normal human beings because that's what they are. They're just normal people. And a lot of time, if they like you, they'll give you some type of sign, or they'll try to hang out with you or ask about your schedule. But this will be where you get started if you need to plan events, figure out something to do for the day randomly on the spot. Also, you just go to the park, different parks. Think about where women go jogging. Sounds creepish. It could be if you're a creep, but not really. If you go somewhere where someone's jogging and you just go hang out, sit by a lake or a river, go where people are. That's the best way to put it. And just hang out. You actually just need to be around. And sometimes it's not about straight hunting like it really is. Like sometimes finding women is like you're going out hunting for the day or going fishing for the day, but you got to just go where people are. You can't do this just being at home. The dating apps help when you are at home, but it's all about you got to build a social life. You got to go places, or even if you hang out, utilize the people you already know. Hang out with people you already know. See if they want to invite their friends over that they already know. That can be simple. That doesn't cost money either. So that's another way. So that gives you a few places to get started. Figure out your hobbies, know your hobbies, find places where people are doing your hobbies. If you don't have any hobbies or don't know what to do, then use one of the three events places I just taught you, all events, Eventbrite or Facebook events. Most people got Facebook. They'll give you all the local events, or you could travel to a city near you if you're willing to travel like 45 minutes to the next town because they got some kind of food festival today or food truck festival. Be okay with if I don't go to this place with someone, I can meet someone there. That's also an option. You always want to think about that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short. It's getting quite long, and thanks for watching.